Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's July 21st, Thursday morning. The grain markets overnight a little lower, had a pretty volatile trading range, but was quiet most of the session. The focus is still on weather forecast. The GFS model is putting more rain in the forecast, stretching from the Nebraska area up through Iowa, northern tips of Illinois, Wisconsin, and then down into eastern or to Indiana and into Ohio here over the next 4 to 5 days. And the GFS model has good rains coming in those areas. The Euro model still is dry and a little cooler, so not as much moisture. So that's the battle that's going on in the trading pits right now of what are you going to believe. And you see the extreme volatility in the grain markets here in the last several days has got fund managers, CTAs, and certainly producers scratching their heads saying, you know, what's really going on here? We see what's going on, especially the producers are calling in saying, well, we see what's going on in the field. The crop is being stressed, yield is being reduced, and yet we have a market that sells off. And that same concern is, for different reasons, is happening to the fund managers and the CTAs, and they've been pulling money out, reducing size of trading positions, and what this does is creates more volatility. So look for some very turbulent times here over the next several weeks until we get through this weather market that we're in, and or until we see some big rain cloud moving across the entire Midwest to secure the kind of yields that we need. Other news, Germany and France supposedly worked late into the night grinding out an agreement between the two countries before they go into the Euro leaders meeting being held today in Brussels. We haven't heard anything, results coming out of that meeting yet. Probably be out here in the next couple hours. We've also got no news out of Washington, which that date and President Obama's set today as a key, or Friday as a key date of wanting a debt ceiling increased and a budget that'll work. Doesn't look like it's in the cards yet. There's a lot of adjusting will have to be done before that, as I think the House and the Senate don't have any votes set up for at least until Saturday. So that's creating uncertainty as well, and causing some weakness to the dollar, which I think is providing some support to the grain markets. We did have export sales out this morning, pretty much in line with what trade was expecting. Corn, they were looking for 750 to 1.1 million sales, came in at 901, and in line with the range of estimates there. Soybeans 200 to 700 came in at 445, and the product, however, in the soy complex were very positive. Both meal and oil were higher than what the trade was expecting. Wheat 300 to 500 was the expected range, came in at 401, right in the middle of that range. We also have news out of South America that keeps circulating here. There's an Argentinian representative, a government official, had said that they are very close to announcing a deal with China, that they'll be shipping corn to China here early next year, and that coincides with actually some new crop harvest down in southern hemisphere. Russia announced that they're got more grain that they want to export this year. So starting to hear some negative news from around the world as far as meeting this world demand. Countries that had been thought to have very tight stocks now have more stocks to sell, which could weigh on the market, and also is weighing on the mentality here a bit. In the livestock trade, choice cutout values were down $2.66 yesterday. Select down 76. Packers finally won the standoff yesterday. They bought cattle at 108 to 108.5 in the South. Feedlots were wanting to hold out, but the cattle are getting heavier, and with this extreme heat, they'd rather move these cattle rather than lose them. And I think that is the upper hand that allowed the Packers to be able to buy these cattle cheaper. And we haven't had many sales up in the north yet. We'll see how that goes here today. We certainly would expect lower prices there as well. Futures under some pressure yesterday, and with the lower cash trade, you'd expect that we could see some further pressure now in the August contract, as it is carrying quite a bit of premium to the cash trade. So monitor that very closely. In the pork cutout values, there up 13 cents yesterday. Pressure came basically because of the cattle weakness, attitude about the uncertainty. Some fund money coming out of the market, I think, was part of the reason for the pressure in the hogs. We still have hot temperatures that are reducing weights, reducing overall meat production, and we do have the excitement and potential export demand for Asia, and that should be providing support for the hogs here on any weakness. So a lot of things to monitor here. Definitely stay in touch with Allendale Research. Also reminding you that I'll be out in Audubon, Iowa and Ankeny, Iowa here next week, and then in Buffalo, North Dakota on Friday. So check out our website, all the details of these meetings. If you're in the area and want to stop in and see us, that would be great. We'd love to have you. Give us a call. We'll certainly save you a seat. So you can reach us at 800-262-7538. We wish you a very successful trading day. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Thank you.